Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this talk, What's New in Purchase. My name is Damien Lanzi. I'm one of the product owners working on the Purchase application, so I'm very happy to be here with you to show you the new face of the Purchase application with Odoo 19. At the end of this presentation, we will do a Q&A session, so feel free to scan this QR code or to navigate to pad.odoo.com/p/purchase-19 and write all your questions, and I will try to answer them at the end. The QR code will be back at the end of the presentation if you don't have the time to scan it now. Okay. If you know Odoo, you are aware that we are trying to make a product that helps people to do more in less time. And in purchase team, it's very important to be efficient because you are at the very top level of the supply chain. So it means that nothing can be late. You need to be sure that every product will be delivered on time. So it's important that you have a tool that makes you efficient, so you can focus on unblocking things, make sure that everything is on time. And for that, we are always trying to do every new version of Odoo better, faster, and stronger. And this year, we really wanted to make a great improvement in the user experience and in the faster processes, because you will spend as a purchase team all your day in Odoo, so it has to look nice and you have to be efficient. So how we can avoid wasting time with Odoo? When you are a purchase team, acknowledgement from your vendor is super important, because it's not because you have sent them an email with the purchase order that they know they have to deliver you. So you have to be sure that they know they have to deliver you. So you have to keep track on that. If you don't have that, you will spend a lot of time at the phone, and it's not super efficient. So let's see if we can improve that in Odoo 19. You should never be blocked when you have something to do as a user if you want to be efficient. Let's say you receive a bill from your vendor and you want to upload it linked to your purchase order. But the control policy say you are not supposed to be invoiced, but the invoice is there. So I should be able to upload it, even if I should not pay it, but I should not be blocked. If I'm blocked, I will waste time. I will find another way to upload it, but at the end, I will upload it. This bill exists. I have to encode this big quotation manually. You know, where you are in the purchase team, sometimes you have RFQ created automatically from your replenishment system and stuff like that, but sometimes you just have a quotation coming from your vendor directly, and you have to encode it everything manually. It's boring and it takes time. We will see if we can make something for that also. To avoid delivery fees, sometimes you have a RFQ to do, but there is not enough product inside in this RFQ. So you need to complete the order, but you don't know what product you should add. So you will have to go one by one for each product, and it's time consuming. Let's see how Odoo 19 can help you on that. So let's jump in our database in Odoo 19, and let's jump directly in the purchase application. And wow. If you know the purchase application in 18 and older version, the 19 version looks really nice now. The dashboard has been completely revamped with nice color. I feel good when I'm in this screen. So let's start with what we have on the top right. We have some nice KPI, very important for you. What are these KPI? You have the on-time delivery of your customers, of your vendor, 57%, it's not good. But you have your personal KPI just below. I'm 67, I'm better than the rest of my team, so I'm doing a good job, but probably we can do better. And we have also the time for the team to order. So that's something you need to track, of course, if you are late or not to order. So these are good KPI to keep in mind. Now let's see at the colors. These colors are really there to help the user knowing what he has to do. A purchase team has to work together. It's not only one person who is dealing with only his business. Of course, the line on the bottom is what is assigned to you, but on the top you see what the team has to do. So let's see here. I have a start late RFQ, so I should probably start by that. It's a priority. So I click here, automatically it filters all the purchase order, and I can see that the P002 here is started. So I need to take that in priority, and Mark Demo is sick today, so it's good I can deal with it myself. Okay, I can check in the chatter everything. I see that the RFQ has been sent to the customer. We even send the specification to him. So let's just call him and see why he didn't send us the RFQ. So hop, I call him, and we agree on the price. Let's confirm the order. Now let's send him the order quickly. I don't know why it's so slow. Okay, no big deal. Let's go to another one. So he knows he has to deliver us, so that's good. That's one late RFQ less. So now let's look at what is assigned to me. I have a late RFQ here that I should probably take care. I can see that it seems that I didn't send it to the vendor. So I will call him right now and I will see if he can deliver me. Yes, I will change the expected date. Okay, apply. It will be delivered tomorrow. It's okay, it's not a big deal. So now let's see at the not acknowledge. So it seems that I have 4 purchase order that has been confirmed, but the vendor is not aware of it. So why? I see that I sent him the email with the purchase order, and he has this nice button. So he could have acknowledged it himself, but it seems it didn't. So again, I call him quickly, and he acknowledged. So I will say, okay, it's acknowledged. That's something less I have to do. Let's take the second one. Okay, this one I didn't send the email. I can send the email to him. I saw that the expected arrival is in 5 days, so just an email will be enough. I don't need to call him now. I can save my time. Okay. And the last one, it's the same. I will do something like that. Okay, so now that I have done these, I should look at the late RFQ. So here, I have something to order today. Okay, and what we can see on the purchase order form now, there are a lot of new improvements. So the first thing you will notice on the top is this warning. I have a minimum amount to purchase to avoid delivery fee. It's $3,000. And yes, it's only 107 at the moment, so definitely not enough. What else we can see? So this warning was existing in the past, but it was something that was only popping up when you selected the vendor. There is a warning for the vendor. But if the RFQ was created by another system, like your replenishment system or an MTO route, you don't know that. So now it's even simpler, and you cannot miss this warning. We have also this price comparison smart button on the top. I don't know if you are aware, but in the past, you had this price comparison line by line, but now it's easier. You can jump here and look for all the price in the past and compare what's your price now with what was in the past and maybe negotiate with your vendor. That's simple. Okay, so now let's discuss what we can do with this $3,000 minimum. So let's jump into our catalog. And let's use this new great feature that is the suggest. I activate the suggest. I want to have some help from Odoo to complete my order to have at least $3,000 to order. And if I activate the suggest, I will say, okay, I want to replenish for 7 days. That's it. And Odoo automatically suggests me the conference chair. I should buy 6 units. Why? Because I have a monthly demand of 62 units here. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Yes, it's big enough. And we have 9 on hand. So it means that in 7 days, I will probably be running out of stock. So I should purchase more. So I add it. I have one suggestion for a meeting table. It's the same, 3 on hand, 50 units. I should per month. In 1 week, I will need 1 more. So I will add 2 just because I want, and voila. Now let's take a little bit more time on this suggest. What if I add more days? Of course, the suggestion will be higher. Not 100, 15 days, okay. So the suggestion will be higher, but we can also change the based on. So we can say to Odoo how we want the monthly demand to be computed. Here, the monthly demand for the storage box is 30 units. It's based on what we had to deliver or what we have to deliver, even if it's not yet delivered, over the last 30 days. Of course, if I take over the last 30 months, it will be recomputed. So basically, it depends on your business. If you want, maybe in the last 30 days, I had this big order that will increase abnormally my monthly demand. So I don't want to take that too much into account. I want to have a bigger view and take the last 3 months. So that's nice. So yes, I can follow the suggestion. Here, I remove, I add it, and I'm back to my quotation. That's it. I'm enough. I can confirm. Great. This new feature of Suggest is great for this purpose, so completing an order. But for small business, it is also great when you just want to order once a week or once a month. You just will have this suggestion that will allow you to, based on the seasonality, because we can do a new quotation and show that. So based on here parameters, you have the last 7 days, the last 30 days, but you also have the period of the previous year if you want. And if your business is growing, you can say, okay, the suggestion of Odoo is great, but I want to add 50% more because I know I have an increase in my selling. So it's important for me to have more. So that's very nice. That's super efficient for customer, but of course, we can do more. So now let's see what happens. I just received a quotation from a vendor that I didn't have a purchase because the guy was coming and we discussed and he created a quotation for me. I didn't need it. Now I can just upload the quotation and boom, in one click, I have all these lines auto-completed based on what is inside this quotation. I don't have anything to do. Just check what has not been matched, because sometimes what the vendor is sending to you is not aligned with what we have. Here, for example, it seems that it's yellow, so I have something to do. It seems that this product does not exist in my system. I will add it simply up, create, and that's it. I can confirm the order if I'm okay with the price. That's super simple. I can just take the quotation of my vendor, drag and drop it in Odoo, and in no time, everything is encoded for me. That is great. So what we can see more in purchase. We have completely changed the way packagings are working and units and packaging are working. The system has been merged together. So now, for one product, you can have multiple packaging. So let's, for example, take a storage box here. And you can see that my storage box, I can purchase it by pack of 6, and I have the conversion of 1 pack of 6 equals 6 units. If here I put 3, I will have the computation. 3 quantity, 3 pack of 6 will be 18 units because the unit is my unit of measure for that product. So it will compute it based on that. And how it works, basically, when you jump on the product, in the purchase tab here, where you have all your purchase price list, you can, for each vendor, define the price for a packaging. And you can add any packaging you want. That's super simple. Okay. A small improvement that a lot of people were asking is, I'm encoding my quotation, so I'm adding here a product, and I change the price based on what the vendor sent me. So I added 500, and now I change the quantity. In the past, automatically, Odoo was recomputing the price based on the quantity you have set. Now we are smarter. As soon as you have edited the unit price manually, we know that it's the price that is probably in your vendor quotation. So we should not recompute in that case. It saves you a lot of times and avoid a lot of errors. Okay. Now let's jump on the vendor. We have also a nice new feature, which is the group RFQ. With this feature, you will be able to say, okay, because I want to optimize my procurement, I want to reduce the cost, so I want bigger orders, I can say that I want to order only weekly and only on Monday. So based on that, all the replenishment for your vendor that has been created by replenishments by the replenishment system or by an MTO route, so a make-to-order route. That's when you want to purchase after a sale only, so you avoid stocking. Automatically, these requests for replenishment will be grouped together weekly on the Monday, so you know that on the Monday of that week, you will be able to order everything you need to order at that week exactly. So that's super simple and super convenient. And I think that's it for me. So let's go back to the slides. Let's see if I forget something. We have a new dashboard. We have improved completely the UX. We have this group RFQ that allows you to group order to optimize your cost or to separate your order if you don't want to, if you want to keep one order for one sales. You have this suggest that allows you to have a suggestion from Odoo to order exactly what you need. You have an Odoo EDI that allows you to drop the quotation of your vendor and to fulfill everything directly in your purchase order. We have a system to track the acknowledgement from the vendor, and so they can also be autonomous to acknowledge. We have the manual price that is now not recomputed. We have WOM per vendor. We have a new warning. So there are a lot more. If you want to know, you can just jump on the release note of Odoo 19. So thank you, and we can start answering your question if you have.
So, thank you, Damien, for this interesting speech. So I've got 3 questions.
Yes.
The first one is about the tab purchase in the products, where you have the vendor price list for the purchase tab in products. So here the question is, does Odoo meanwhile realize the cheapest one of this list? So example, if I have 2 vendors selling the same product, but the vendor on top of the list sells for €5 and the second vendor for €4, until now Odoo just used the first entry of the vendor list, not the cheapest, in case of automated replenishment.
Yes. So indeed, yes, I have it on my database. So now we have improved a lot the replenishment, and let's see here, vendor. So here, now in the replenishment system, you will directly see, because I didn't set anything on my rule, you will see what will be the vendor price list that will be used. So if you want to use the cheapest one, yes, you should reorder it on the product, because sometimes you don't want the cheapest one, you want the one that will arrive the faster, because sometimes the cheapest one will take months, so that's not what you want. So now it's super clear in the replenishment dashboard what we will use, and if you want to go for another because it's less expensive, you just add it like this, or you reorder it directly in your product.
Okay, thank you. So answer is cool. So question 2 is, what if my vendor has a web shop and orders have to be done only on their web shop? How can I use that with the purchase app?
We don't have anything to connect to the vendor. If we should have connected to all the e-commerce of all vendors, I think it would be a nightmare. So we are working currently. So what I showed with the EDI, so dropping the quotation directly in the list is just a first step. We want to go further and to maybe connect directly to a system like PayPal to exchange order, but that's projects for the future. At the moment, we don't have anything for that.
Thank you. So question 3 is, how do I set that I want all my RFQs to be grouped weekly, not only the ones from one specified vendor, but from all my 2,000 vendors by mass import? So
yeah, so indeed you have to define that vendor by vendor. Yes, if you want to update this, you should probably export the list of your vendor, change the value for the group and import it.
Okay. So
but there is no way to yes, you can. There are advanced tools that you can use to define a default value for a field in Odoo. So I don't know if I can show you that. It's a bit risky. So where is my? Let's take a product here. So up. I can go in debug mode. We have a nice feature that is a bit hidden because it's a bit technical, but you can define default values for your contacts. So you can say, as soon as I create a new vendor, I can define that the group should be weekly, and it will be automatic. But for existing, you will have to update it manually. But at least, if you want that for all, it's done.
Okay, thank you. So there are a few more questions now. So does the new non-recompute price feature work for the sales too? So like,
For sales, it has been done already last year.
okay, thank you.
So yes, in 18 already it was working. It's working.
Great. So I've got a couple of
I
more
don't
now. Can a vendor announce a delivery date in the portal so that it shows in the PO's header?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. So there are a few more.
But the thing is, we are convinced that apart if you are really bigger than your vendor, most of the time they will just answer by mail and you will have the info in the chatter. But yes, we don't think most vendors will be okay to go to your portal, but this is something we will probably work in the future to update the portal so there are more possibilities for more capabilities for the vendors.
Okay, great. So the next one is what if my vendor uses 4-digit after the comma? Some vendor does it and then it's not correct for the accounting due to the rounding.
You can change the it's possible to change the rounding precision of the product quantity, but it will be the same for all your products. Apart from that, I don't have an answer.
Okay.
Sometimes it's another solution is to use yourself a smaller unit, so you you multiply it by 10, and so it will be right. But probably it will not be aligned with the invoice, so maybe it's not the best answer. But yes, it's possible to change the precision of your product. The problem is that it will be for all your product, not only for that vendor.
Yes.
Standard.
Okay. So there are 3 more questions. Does the EDA work for bills as well?
For bills, it works a bit differently. I don't exactly know the format. So the way it works, it's simple. Inside of the PDF, we can inject metadata. And here we are injecting in a UBL 3.0 format, which is a standard, the content of the order. So Odoo, as soon as he receives a file that contains this data, he will read it and transcript it directly. For bill, we have a similar system, but I don't know if the format is the same. But from Odoo to Odoo, it's sure it works. Okay. So yes, but if it does not work because it's not Odoo, we still have the OCR that will scan and do it for you. And there's a lot of improvement on the OCR. Yeah. So go to see the what's new in accounting and you will be amazed.
We saw it. It was really amazing. So 2 more questions. Is there a format that needs to be followed in the PDF quotation so that it can be dragged and displays automatically the data in the PO? Can you show to us the PDF you used?
So can you answer the beginning? Is there a format that needs to be followed? So yes, that's what I just explained. Yeah. So the PDF needs it's not. It should not be only PDF. It works also with an XML file. So if you have the UBL format file, it will work. If it's a PDF, the UBL has to be included, and the format is UBL 3.0, which is the standard for PayPal and stuff like that. So now that we have that, we would like maybe to integrate with PayPal.
Okay, great. Thank you. So just one more. Do we need credits to upload quotation autocomplete with OCR?
If there is this UBL inside the PDF, it bypasses the OCR.
Okay, great.
If there is no, then the OCR will try to
do the work and use the credit. But that was it. So many thanks for your talk. It was really interesting.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I hope you enjoyed.